Panda Namaste. Tapta Kanchani Gauranga Radha Mina Vishnu Vishabunste Devi Pranamai Great Jatam Surantapam Go Mama Matakati Masava Supanam Bhuja Radha Mada Mahano Divyavindharanya Kapachu Mada Shimarana Gana Samasno Shimarada Shila Govinda Devos Prisupi Sumyamanos Parami Shimarasa Samarbi Ramsatatasa Kashana Swana Gopi Gopinata Shnustuna Vinata Sudeve Priya Keshaksha Krishna Bhakti Bhaja Sachivata Namo Nama Panchatattvakam Krishnam Bhakta Rupa Swaktam Bhaktavatam Bhaktakyam Namai Bhakta Sadakam Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Papunjanam Dasya Harsh Gada Harshi Vasari Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, thank you, Jugala Kishora Kishora Devi Dasi. Masterji for that. Now I play a YouTube for Gurudev. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Guru Vaishnavangscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatanitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanikam Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bhagavati Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda,
Radhikaye Tadalaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namah Namo Om Vishnu Pada Radhikaye Priyatmane Sri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Narayana Itinamine Sri Krishna Lila Katane Sudaksham Avdarya Madhurya Gunai Chayuktam Varam Varenyam Purushamantam Narayanam Tam Sirasa Namami Tridandinam Bhakta Shiromanim Shri Krishna Pada Vyavradai Kavari Chaitanya Lila Mruta Sara Saram Narayanam Tam Satatam Prapadye Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Srivasari Sri Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Let me offer millions of blessings of lotus feet of Srila Gurudev. Bhavanaga Guru Varga Nama Nishta Santana Prabhu Charan Pavanta Dandava. Tishigra Bhagavad Prapti Ki Jai. And all present past future Vaishnava Katava Dandavat Pranam. Vancha Kalpataru Vyasya Krupa Sindhu Vyayeva Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Today is Thursday, our question and answer. Before going to that, yesterday was Jannu Saptami, Sri Jannavi Puja. Then tomorrow, Friday, Nityananda Shakti, Jannava Devi, Ram Shakti, Sri Sita Devi appearante, Madhu Pandit disappearante. 19th is Mohini Ekadasi. Then 22nd is Sri Narasimha Chaturdasi. Jai Prahlad Maharaj ki Jai. So, when we go to Navadip Dham, Jannudipa is there. After Antardipa, Srimantadipa, Godrumadipa, Madhyadipa, Koladipa, Rutudipa, Jannudipa. Afterwards comes Modrumadipa, Rudradipa. These 9 islands. So this Jannudipa, where Jan Rishi used to stay. When Bhagirath trying to bring Ganga because his forefathers, 60,000, burned to ashes. Kapila Muni. Actually, they were not burned by Kapila Muni. Their own. If one does a lot of sin, the fire creates within. It burns. And the pure devotees act like a mirror, and so there will be more effect. Imagine. The heat, when it's going away, it's okay. But if there is a mirror, everything will get reflected back to you like a concentration, and then so they will all burned because they accused without deliberation, without consideration. Oh, he has stolen the horse. But actually, Indra stole. Why? Sagara Maharaja is thinking, I enjoyed so much material. I want to enjoy more, so I should become Indra. So the Shastra says, if you do 100 Ashwamedha Yajna, you become Indra. So he did 99. Then Indra got a thing. Oh, he's trying to usurp my position. See? So he stole the horse, brought it to Kapila Muni's ashram, tied it, and then he disappeared. So then this Sagar Maharaj, he asked, please search. So they were searching, they came. Because no sadhu sangha and all that, they accused and in their mind, and they were burned. So later, Dilip and all that, they tried, they could not. Because the only way they can deliver it is if the Ganga comes and flows over them. So it was, that's when Bhagirath, he prayed Ganga and she was agreed to come, but who will hold? Then he prayed to Shiva. Shiva was very happy to capture her force. And then again she was in the hair of Shiva. Then he prayed to Lord Shiva again, he released. So he's blowing conch and it is moving. So when they came to Navadvip here, Janu Rishi was in meditation, and Ganga, she entered Navadvip Dham. She was so happy, she lost herself. Dancing, Understood Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And she felt so much happiness because the happiness that Yamuna had. Krishna played in the Yamuna water, right? Yamuna water. So, same Krishna in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will play in my water. So, I'm so blessed. As much blessed as my sister. So she was dancing. And she lost. So she washed away the certain vessels of Janman. Then he opened, he saw, oh, Ganga, it's a chance. So he swallowed her. Then Bhagirath going in the front, he did not see her coming. Then he said, oh, what happened? I tried so much effort, but now she is not to be visible. Then he came, saw Janu Rishi, and then he prayed and he showed compassion, and then Rishi, depending upon kalpa, sometime he said, release through the right ear, and in some kalpa only near the thigh, cut and release. In any case, they became like a daughter of Jannavi. That's why called Jannavi. So, and tomorrow is so we pray at Jannavi Devi. We can bestow Krishna prem for all of us. And tomorrow is Jannavi Devi and Ram Shakti Sita Devi's Avirbhava Apyanti. Jannavi Devi, he was Varuni and Revati. In Balaram had two wives. Varuni and Revati. So they became Vasudha and Jahannava. Varuni is Vasudha and Revati is Jahannava. So both of them like a very effulgent like sun. And they are also daughters of Surya Das. So Surya Das, who is Surya Das? Before Kukudmi, Revati's father. In some people say Vasudha Devi as Ananga Manjari. Also Jannavi Devi is also Ananga Manjari. But both are true in a sense. Ananga Manjari appearance, both of them. So Suryadas Sarkela is the Jannava Mata, Vasuda's father. Mother is Bhadravati. Near Shaligram, near Navadvip. That is the place of Sarkela's place. So their other two sons is Damodar and Jagannath. The Suryadas Sarakela, three brothers, Gauridas, Krishnadas Sarakela, Nrsimha Chaitanya. These are great personalities in the pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Gauridas, Krishnadas Sarakela, Nrsimha Chaitanya. He was amazing personality, Now Vishnu Tattva has three Shaktis, Sri, Bhu and Neela, or Leela. Sri, Bhu and Leela, or Neela. And we can see same in Nityananda Prabhu's three Shaktis. Vasu, so without the mercy of Jannavadi, Shakti of Nityananda Prabhu, no one can cross over this Bhavasagara. Without our mercy, nobody can get the service to Nityananda Prabhu and then is worshipable Gaurahari and Radha Krishna. Prem Seva, it's impossible, you cannot get it. In Kalyana Kalpata, Bhaktivinoda Thakur said that. In the Keturidam, big festival, even today people remember that. Narottam Thakur. One time Narottam Thakur had inspiration in the dream and he wanted to go into a granary where they store grains. People don't go, too many snakes, they're poison. But he said, don't worry, no problem. And he went there and he found 6 deities. And actually the snakes were protecting those deities. So he brought them and he requested Jannavi Devi. He said, there are self-manifest deities, you don't need to prana pratishtha, But you ask Srinivasacharya to come and then do abhishek, and then start worshipping them. So, that function, people even today remember. Keturidra, Narottam Thakur, Santosh, is the relative. He arrangement for staying and all the prasadam and all that. And Janno Devi herself cooked for the deities and big festival. So very difficult to describe that. Then Veerachandra, Nityananda Prabhu's Vasudha, son. He accepted Janno Devi as the Diksha and he became a disciple. One time she was cooking some like a puri, and when he came, the lady wanted to cover her head, but both hands are busy. So she manifested another hand and then covered her head. From that, he saw Chaturbhuja Rupa, 400. And also after that, she went to Vrindavan and she transformed so many people, non-believers and also the thieves. So many amazing pastimes with them. They were all like Nityananda Prabhu, the way he tricks. Sometimes he's dressing with so many gold and all. people will come thinking, wow, yeah, so much gold, we should steal. So they want to steal Nityananda Prabhu's, the gold ornaments on his body. And what did Nityananda Prabhu wants? He wants to steal their anarthas, unwanted things, to make them devotees. Bah. Look at the power. How kind Nityananda Prabhu. Bah. There cannot be anyone more merciful than Nityananda. So, amazing. Jai, Jai, Nityananda Prabhu ki Jai. Same way is Shakti. Jannavi Devi especially. Wow. That's why very amazing. So much mercy she had. When you go to Radha Kund, you can see she went there and stayed a couple of days there. There is a place called Baitak, Jannavi Devi Baitak, where she sat down and then worshipped Radha Kund. That place is still there. Behind Hare Krishna. कर दीजिए. Oh, Jannavi Devi ki Jai, Jai, Jai. We'll continue a little bit about Prahlad's story. Then, I don't know, I requested 3 shlokas to be sent on the group. Let us see if we can get a chance to see today, if not on Saturday. So, so Hiranyakashipu ordered, if we cannot kill by so many other methods are there. We can put into fire poisonous snakes, mad elephants, throwing from the hill, even burying him in the mud. Even then, his breathing did not stop there. But nothing happened. Fire did not burn him. Water did not wet him. Even though no food. Without food, he did not become weak or anything. And Jivanta Samad put him into alive into the mud. Still, his breathing did not stop. All the poisonous snakes, their teeth were all broken. Even putting poison into his mouth became waste. When he's chanting, all right, he's telling his mother, telling his wife to give poison to your son. He said, no. He's forcing. See? Then Prahlad is saying, mother, all right, don't put poison into my mouth. Rather, I will put myself, so that in future they will not blame you. Oh, look at this mother who made his son to drink poison. Let that bad name not come to you. Please give him. I took that. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. See that chanting transformed that poison into nectar. No. Actually, if you forget Krishna, everything is poison. In this world, if you forget Krishna, everything is poison. If you remember Krishna, even poison becomes nectar, amrit, even poison. So this is the thing. So, so many ways. Nothing happened. But on the other hand, he was very happy. All the demons, they became fearful and then broken, leg, this, that. And so, and they are only looking at him. Help us. Prahlad. So, then what happened? Now, Prahlad Maharaj, he did not saying Hari Hari because of fear of death. Because Hari, on his consciousness, it was Swayam itself was dancing. And he had no feeling that he is in difficulty. He has no that he is in danger. No feeling that he is in danger. And he never considered anybody his enemy. Inside, outside, he had the, inspiration of the Lord. So how we will feel that there is a danger? That's why he did not even pray for the protection from the danger. That's Prahlad. He was not trying to. He was not thinking about his safety. Not thinking. But Hari, Lord Hari, was always to protect him. He was very enthusiastic. Lord was enthusiastic to protect him. Prahlad was not concerned at all. So that means one who was completely surrendered to the Lord. So he is the one who will be always protected. So at the end, Prahlad came back to the palace. How? Becoming a dead body? No. Doing kirtan, Harinam, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Can you imagine? Anybody would have, dead body could have, but he said. So if one is always chanting, how he can be dead? Understand? If we don't chant all the time, we are dead. Okay? That is the other way. So seeing this, how Hiranyakashipu's mind will become peaceful. Again, it started boiling. Then, even though he was very powerful, Hiranyakashipu, there was nobody. He has got the boon from Brahma that no death, from within his creation, Brahma's creation, no one can do anything. But still, he was creating before. What happened? It pull this plug out, these two. No. Yeah, you can pull this. Yeah, that's one. Okay. So, now, sorry for it. So Hiranyakashipu had a boon that no one can get. But he was creating so much fear for others. Okay? He had no fear from anybody. But still now what has happened? He is feeling fear from his own son, Prahlad. Oh, what is the matter? Is he Amar? Amar meaning no death. Prahlad is no death for him. I did so much austerity to attain deathlessness like this. And this boy, without any tapasya, austerity, without any sadhana, practice, how he was able to attain this capability? And see, he's still saying Hari Bol, Hari Bol. My ears are breaking, about to break. But what is most surprising is entire world, 3 words. Even though I'm occupied about all these 3 words, I've taken charge of 3 words. This boy, this small boy, like a baby, born from my own, from me, I cannot shut his mouth saying Hari Hari. I cannot shut, I have no ways to shut his mouth. And he is always taking the name of my eternal Shatru, meaning enemy, eternal enemy. I have to listen to this for a long time. Oh, what a difficulty. See, this is amazing. He is so angry. He doesn't want to hear anything to do with Hari. But his son is Hari Bol, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Without any fear in front of him. He has conquered the three worlds. And he has tried to kill him in so many ways. He said nothing, See how the situation is. Wow, what a dramatical situation. So then he's also thinking, if I go against him, I don't know, I might die like this. His mouth for the first time went down on this thinking. See, completely defeated, blown out by the power of devotion of Prahlad. You see, he shows the power of bhakti can defeat most powerful materialistic person. So, if one is as an enmity toward the Lord and is trying to compete with the Lord, how we can win? So, then how is it possible? So this is what is happening. If we go against Hari, Supreme Lord, this is what it is. Lord has sent Prahlad for this. See what Hiranyakashipu is trying to do. He cannot hear, Hari word makes his eardrum like break. Then he start getting headache. And then he does not let anybody to do kirtan in any temple. And it is destroying the temple. And then he completely closed all the services in the temple, worship in the temple. No, any offerings in the temple, no yajnas, nothing. And he stopped, no rishis, sages can do austerities, tapasyas. They cannot worship Lord. If they do, then he said, there will be death sentence on them. And he has done like that. But now look at this. Sri Hari, what he did, in his own house, by his own, as a son, he sent his eternal associate of the Lord. Now you stop him from chanting, Haribol. You try to stop his kirtan. Then also you try to kill him. Then you see, if you do that, then you yourself get destroyed. So, are you going to, go against Sri Hari? And look what will happen. So, Hiranyakashipu is worried, is thinking in disturbed mind. And he is thinking Shukracharya, Guru Shukra is also not near him. so that he can discuss with him what should be done. That's why Guru Putra, Chanda Amarka. Because if Shukracharya is there, they would have come and specified him to do what to do next. Now they are not there. So Chanda Amarka, the Shukracharya's son, two sons, they came for this in front, and then they started specifying him wrong, in a false specification to make him enthusiastic. Oh Maharaj, Maharajadi Raj, oh, you are the king of the kings. This is a small incident. Why you are so disturbed? Why you are losing peace? What you have forgotten? Who you are? By your, if you raise your lips or something, Indra, Surya, Yama, all the Lokapalas, who are Adhistata, the directions, they start taking. You only have attained, you have won the entire three world. And this Prahlad is what? He's an ordinary boy. And he's your son. And his only small mistake is only a little bit mistake is there. Otherwise, he is also follows you and is a very good son. Other than this, also he is also small boy. Once he becomes bigger, once he grows up, we are sure he will be all right. He'll be all right. He'll be just like you. That's why don't waste, don't get upset unnecessarily. There's no need of getting upset over this. Then Hiranyakashipu is telling, all right, that is true, that is truth. There's no need of getting too much thinking about this. But now what I have to do with him? Tell me a little bit. He's telling, because he's confused what to do with his son. Then the Chandamarka is telling, Maharaj, till Guru Shukracharya, till then, he has not come. Till then, you keep him in like a prison so that he will not run away. When Shukracharya comes, there is no need to think about it. Keep him guarded till then. Once he grows up, by the association of Acharya, Shukracharya, his bad intelligence will go away. They are thinking Prahlad has a very bad intelligence. Good. Then Hiranyakashipu, he breathed a little easy and said, okay, let it be. Then teach him, Grihastha, like a family, like a king, that dharma, give instruction on him. So by that way, you will never get time to say Hari Hari. So unknowingly, this is the thing. Unknowingly, Hiranyakashipu is also chanting Hari Hari. So, so again, this same instruction, worthless instruction. Then same, what kind of food? All meat, very bad smelling. Uh, uh, so he is telling, Prahlad is thinking, it was better, all of these, the thing that he went through, what? When they gave Kalakutu Visha, poison in his mouth. On his head, they put big stone. These things are million times better than, this very bad smelling, meat and all that situation. So now what to do? I have to take association of these who are forgetting Krishna. And then I have to listen to their instruction, which has no essence at all. So like this, it becomes very difficult for Prahlad to keep going in this way. See, this is the situation, Most of us feel this way also, especially when you become a devotee, trying to, get into a devotee. Because change of direction. See, you are going like this, material direction. And then spiritual direction is like this, right? Material direction, going away from the Lord. Very high speed. Now we are going toward the Lord. So that time, this conflict will be there. In the house, you don't want to eat onion garlic. No, they cook onion garlic. You must eat. Meat, all this stuff. And, it's a challenge, workplace, all these things becomes a challenge. And it becomes intolerable, Prahlad is feeling like that, Still Prahlad is saying, continuously chanting, by not forgetting Hari. So by that, our position becomes better, Somehow Krishna will make arrangement, he has to make arrangement. He will make, it will be a test. See, without test, in even anything, we cannot progress or we will not know. These dualities, But you should not hate these negative things or negative people, negative places. It is the thing. Try to understand that Krishna has created everything perfectly. There is a light, sunlight, then there's night, right? Daytime, nighttime. Can it be all the time daytime? Can it be all the time nighttime? So we just put in experience the both, day and night. In the daytime, you will not have much appear? Night time. We don't see things. We don't see ourselves. Difficult. If it is daytime all the time, it's also our, the entire body design is such that it depends on the daytime and nighttime. Some kind of timer. If you are working like in software, like all the time in the night time, how long you can work? You go crazy afterwards. Sunlight is also essential. Night is also essential in a sense. So that's why you should not hate circumstances, unfavorable, favorable. You have to accept. That's why Prahlad Maharaj is teaching, like you can see later on, but he is telling, we'll go to Naisha Matistava Rukramangri Vishati Anartha Pagamo Yada Pada Yadartaha Mahiyasham Padarajo Vishekam Niskinchana Nam Namrunati Yava. This is Srimad Bhagavatam. Unless they smear upon their bodies the dust of the lotus feet of the Vaishnava, completely free from material contamination. Vaishnava free from material contamination. We take dust from such a personality. Unless we take that. Persons very much inclined toward materialistic life cannot be attached to the lotus feet of the Lord, who is glorified for his uncommon activities. Unless we take shelter, touch such a great personality, we cannot progress. Only by becoming Krishna conscious and taking shelter at the lotus feet of the Lord in this way can one be freed from material contamination. There is no other way. Now he says, Prahlad Maharaj, he's telling his father, Jauha suram bhavamimam tvamatmanaha samam mano tatsva na santi vidvishaha rute ajitat atmanah utpate stitat badidihai anantasya mahas samahanam mahat samahanam. Oh my dear father, please give up demoniac mentality. Say, Father, please give up demonic mentality. Do not discriminate in your heart between enemies and friends. Don't make it. He is my friend, he is my enemy. Make your mind equipoised toward everyone. This is what he was saying. So, no, this is a good setup, this is a bad setup. He is a good person, he is a bad person. We should not do that. What he is saying is, except for the uncontrolled and misguided mind, there is no enemy within this world. When one sees everyone on the platform of equality, one then comes to the position of worshipping the Lord perfectly. If you want to worship Lord perfectly, understand? If you want to worship the Lord perfectly, then we have to come to the platform where we have to see everyone on platform of equality. And spirit, soul, Lord in their heart. Whether he's a bad person, good person, or anything. Equality. Because they're all spirit souls. When we come to that, then we can worship him perfectly. Try to understand, Lord has created all of them, is it not? We say, Chintamani Prakara Sadmasya. So, Ishvaraha Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha. Anadir Adir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. We say, is the cause of all causes. So, is the cause of this bad, good, and all that. He is the cause. No, this is not right, this is right, So, we are criticizing the Lord. We are seeing fault in him. He is completely faultless. Then how we can say we are devotees? So this is the thing. Then he says, why is that, he's saying, Dasyan pura shanna vijitya lumpato ma anyantayeke swajita adisho dasha jitatmano gnasya samasya dehinam Sadho swamoha prabhava krutaha pare. In former times, Prahlad is telling. He's telling, see how bold his father, Prahlad to his father. In former time, there were many fools like you who did not conquer the 6 enemies that steal away the wealth of the body. 6 enemies within. Who are those? Our mind and the 5 senses, right? 5 senses. These 6 enemies. You would not conquer them, these 6 enemies. And these fools were very proud, thinking, what they are thinking? I have conquered all enemies in all the 10 directions. See, like north, south, east, west, northeast, northwest, like that, right? 8. And then up and down, right? 8 directions. 4 plus the corner, right? 4, 8 plus up and down, 10 corners. So I conquered all enemies in all the 10 directions. How is this? But if a person is victorious over the 6 enemies, or mind and the senses, 5 senses, and equipoised towards all living entities, for him there are no enemies. Enemies are merely imagined by one in ignorance. Enemies are merely imagined, one in ignorance. See, this is what Prabhupada. So you should accept it. And why it is coming? Because it is like in the past life or some previous time we have done something, now it is hunting us back. He has come because we have treated them, mistreated them long, many lifetime or whatever. Now it is coming back to us. So I have to accept it as prasadam. Oh Lord, you are making it. It is coming from you. See, let us not see the personal. We see the background behind. Lord is responsible because he gave inspiration, that's why he has come. He is troubling me or glorifying, either way. He is troubling me. Because I've given trouble in the previous time, now he's giving back. So thank you. Please forgive me. I've offended you, given you trouble long time back. All right, I will accept it. So what happens is, by this difficulty coming to you, you are remembering Krishna. Understand? Yes, sent it. Oh, thank you, Lord. Thank you. So in every situation, in every thing, we have to try to see the hand of Krishna, unseen hands of Krishna. He is the cause of all causes. All the things. Yes, sent. Yes. So if you see that way everywhere, Sri Hari, then where is the difficulty? In everything, Jai Jai. गौर हरि की जय, गौर आरती की जय हो, जय जय जय। प्रहलाद महाराज की जय हो, नरसिंह चतुर्थी की जय हो, मोहिनी एकादशी तिथि की जय हो। गौर हरि, गौर 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 गौर। So that's why we have to remember Prahlad. That's why Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati stressed so much on Prahlad Katha, the pastime. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself heard this from Madhadar Pandit, from Radha herself. Because Prahlad did not consider anybody as his enemy or friend. How nicely is told about the dark well, chewing the chew. Nothing else, there is nothing new in this world. So, like that, we remember these lokas. We send this one. At least the
Radhe Krishna.
gradually, if you read
Radhe.
every day some prayers, 4, 5, 6 lokas. I will send tomorrow another 2 of them. Every day read these 6, 7 lokas. You get the essence of Prahlad. And it will make us strong. It will not divert us. So, any question now? Because time is up. Question and answer time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. What to do if we don't have access to a group of motivated devotee friends who are on equal level to us or higher than us? Sometimes it feels like competition actually makes us feel more motivated than before. How should we stay motivated then? What to do if you don't have access to a group of motivated devotees, friends, who are on equal level to us or higher than us? Sometimes it feels like competition actually makes us feel more motivated than before. How should we stay motivated then? See, Krishna says constant practice and detachment. This is the formula for winning anything. Constant practice and detachment, should not be attached. What is constant practice? Remembering. Now we see our Gurudev, Guru Parampara has given so much. Our Kirtan book is there. You just not only do Kirtan, you do read translation also. Important. And most of the bhajans have translation, English version. So meditate on it. And then, if you do not remember the slokas, all right, but the translation, let it be always remembering. Like the Prahlad's slokas, the translation. Unless we take the dust of the lotus feet of Vaishnavas, very advanced, on our head, we cannot progress. We cannot get to the Lord's lotus feet. If you cannot take the dust of lotus feet of Nitya Parikaras, how we will get the lotus feet, dust from his lotus feet? Okay. We cannot separate Lord from his Parikaras, associate. But our access to him is through his Parikaras. So, and then pray, oh Lord, when will I get a chance? So, like that, one day it will happen, Then, when you are down, sometimes you are down, no way out. Then think of Prahlad. His teaching is like Pandavas, Bharat Maharaj, so many pastimes. How Jagai Mother were delivered. They were completely drunk. This Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, manifested. And who is our enemy and friends? See, like I was thinking today, on a mathematical scale, right? This is axis, right? X-axis. And this is Y, right? Or you take one axis. We have a 0 there and negative, positive, right? Positive, negative, right? 0, positive, negative. So, one side is like bad thing, one kind of good, right? But in between, 0, what is that? Is it bad or good? Right? One is future, one is past. What about there? Present, you understand? Present. So, if you are situated in between, this side is enemy, this side is friend, like that. But in the center, so we try to situate it. We try to situate in that middle. How we can situate in the present time, by holding on, chanting Krishna's name, thinking of Krishna, his pastimes, his devotees. That way, our mind, which is uncontrolled, misguided, gradually becomes controlled and guided. Then it will not cause havoc. It will cause havoc when it is uncontrolled and misguided. The senses forcing. I want your attention, I is telling. Here is, I want your attention. See, look at this, how beautiful, how tasty. See, all these things making us forget Krishna. This whole world is designed such a way. Directly, if you see, there is a, we forget. But indirectly, there is Krishna everywhere. This is the thing. Behind everything is Krishna. Without his, permission. Like, for example, Prahalad. What happened is, father, we cannot kill him with this sword and all that. Put him into the fire. Alive. Bury him alive. What happened? Nothing. Fire is not independent to burn. Water cannot wet. Without the mercy, power, permission of the Lord. So if you understand that, everybody is powerless without the permission of the Lord. So if the Lord is sending us something, some, chastisement or something, if it's coming, then we accept it. Oh Lord, you are sending it. Okay, I will accept it. So if you don't ask for revenge, you see, you accept it kindly. Thank you, Lord. See, then it will neutralize us. See, that the very mood of that accepting that it is coming from Krishna, we get neutralized. That's it, It cannot harm us. You can say, like, for example, if you go in the mood of challenging, especially cows I see, they don't do anything. But if you challenge this way, that way, then it also reacts. So try to see, Lord in the background. Don't get misguided by the foreground, what you see from the eyes, what you hear. You see behind. So that way, then even if you don't have access to group of motivated devotees, maybe same or higher, it doesn't matter, Krishna will understand, Guru will manifest. So, see, it's like college, You go to a college. How long you'll be in the college? 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours. You think all night, all day in the college, teacher will be always teaching you? No. Right. 10 to 5 or something, whatever. 8 to 3, something, School time is over. Then what? You have to come home. Then what? You have to prepare. You have to review what you have learned, what you have heard, homework, this, that. So practice. Same way. We have heard Harikatha all along, so many. Then you have to think about it, manana. You have to digest. See, suppose you eat food. And if you don't digest it, you think, are you going to get energy? Right? If you digest it, then you get strength, energy. Energy will be released, digestion. See, the food is there, packed up, all the energy. Digestion process releases that energy. Then body absorbs, gets strong, right? So by every morsel of food, we get satisfaction, right? We get strength. And also we become free from Hunger, is it not? Every mass. These three things happen. Same way. Our love for the Lord increases. Our distress will go down. Then our detachment will increase. So if we get our attachment to the Lord is increasing, then detachment with the world is also decreases. So we have to increase attachment to the Lord. So through this, whatever we are, there is so much, like Gurudev's teaching, books are there. So much things are there. Bhakti group, is also there. And pure Bhakti, so many books are there. Wow. It's amazing how our Gurudev manifested so many books. Unthinkable, So, Jaiva Dharma, and if you, some question you can write us or call, there is no problem. That's why, for example, this question and answer is there. If there is more question, we can actually dedicate the whole hour for questions and answers. So no problem with that. But listening to these Prahlad stories and all that, it answers all our questions also. Prahlad, for example, same question. Prahlad attained his association when he was in mother's womb. Afterwards, where? You think Narmani was coming now and then, devotees are going, no chance, completely cut off. But Prahlad, what a teaching is telling. Except for the uncontrolled, misguided mind, there are no enemy within this world. When one sees everyone on the platform of equality, one then comes to the position of worshipping the Lord perfectly. If you are desiring to worship Lord perfectly, you have to come to the platform, seeing everyone, platform of equality, spirit soul. That means what? You have no fear from anyone. And they also don't feel fear from you also. So our mind, uncontrolled mind. So how to do that? You have to remember devotees who have controlled their mind, senses are in control. Our Gurudev, Prahlad Maharaj, Param Gurudev, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. What a great, the question and answer we have went through many times. Very, very powerful. Now we would like to do that book very quickly, because going through that book, so many 600 plus questions, there will not be any chance for any doubt in your mind. It will be very quickly established. Not the enjoyer. We have not come to enjoy. Always serve. One point is pushing. That's why in this case also, motivated. How should we get motivated? Motivated meaning less attachment, to this world, things of this world. Detachment. Because we know we didn't bring anything and we cannot take anything. And these material things will not make us happy. We should be convinced about it. I'm not going to tendency of enjoying, propensity. There is nothing in this world. God has created this as a suffering world of dukkhalayam ashashvatam. It's a place of feeling misery, unhappiness, and it's temporary. How we can change it? That's why don't try to plan to live happily in this world. Don't try to plan to live forever happily. It's not going to happen. Have you come across anybody in the whole history who has been happily living for all the time in this world? Anybody? So why waste time? But on the other hand, try to understand how glorious, how special we are. We're born as a human being, got human birth. That too in this very auspicious age of Kali. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came only recently, 500 plus years, in the beginning of Kali Yuga. And we are listening, Harikatha, Hare Krishna, doing Ekadasi. Oh boy. There is, there cannot be any, fortunate than we are. So, first thing is don't complain. To the extent we don't complain, we get motivated. Like Prahlad is saying, do not discriminate in your heart between enemies and friends. Do not discriminate. Your mind has created. Why? It's like, oh, if he helps for my sense gratification, he is my friend. If he comes in the way of my sense gratification, sense enjoyment, he is my enemy. This is what. Friends and enemies what? Related to our enjoying tendency. But if you have a serving mentality, who is enemy? There is no enemy or friend. Everything is meant for his service. See? I and mine, you and yours. This is what Maya is fighting. So in devotee is what? I and mine is not. It's all Krishna. Krishna is the center. Here also serving him. So then what? Then our center is same. Okay, understand? The problem in this world is like a disagreement, for example, even among you. If the center is not same, then better stay away from that place. You cannot force or try to convince. If you are able to convince, then you are okay. If you are not able to convince, then take help of other advanced devotees or pray to the Lord, please, please, or tolerate it. See, this is the thing. Praying, praying all the time. Remembering, all the great Prahlad, like that. So any situation he can overcome. Bah. You can say Prahlad. Bah. Because the bhakti is very powerful. Bhakti Raivainam Naiti, Bhakti Raivainam Vasha. Bhakti Vashaha Purusha, Bhakti Reva Bhuye. Bhakti can control most, yes, auspicious. So, any other question? Do all 5 elements have the power to purify? How and why is it so? How did those methods get created in the first place? See, the elements are pure in one sense. Like example, mud, can be used to wash the pot, even as a bath, fine mud, like in Yamuna, mud in the bottom, right? It takes so fine, it can cleanse your body. So Gandha, pure by itself, no contaminant. Fire, we know, put anything to limited extent, it burns. So, it is nature, nature. Akash, first element is Akash, sky, ether. It gives you placeholder to keep the things. Because suppose if you have no house, where you can keep your things? So you make a house, then you have rooms, kitchen, this and that, different places. So to keep storage like that. So this Akash provides a room for this Brahmanda. That's why Akash came first. That's it. Gave a room, Brahmanda. Why this Brahmanda was created? So that was for what? It's a place for sadhana, for practice. This whole creation was done for this sadhana, spiritual practice. So, and even though it looks, that's why today I was talking. Yeah, you cannot say nothing. Something can come out of nothing. What appears like nothing, like vacuum or whatever this, actually there is Akash there. Akash is so powerful. One day I will demonstrate it. You'll be amazed. But science has not understood. Akash is so powerful. That's why the name of Akash is Lord Himself. Everything you will get attracted towards it. Against gravity, So that pulling power. Same way all of us are pulled towards that. Like Prahalad Maharaj is saying, what to do? You think my thinking is different? No. You think iron can be stopped from getting attracted to the magnet? It's natural. Same way, are being pulled towards the Lord. What to do? It's not my separate thinking. Same way, everything, other elements are pulled toward the ether, the Akash. Pulls you. You might remember, see, for example, on the door of a refrigerator or something, you want to stick a little piece of paper. What do? You think you can put a nail on top of the door of the refrigerator or on a wall? You get something called, little thing, right? You push the air out, and then stick, right? Then it gets really stuck. Yeah. Because all the air is trying to go inside. Not going inside. There is Akash element was manifested there, and it attracting, it is pulling everybody, including that object and all the air in. All the water vapor get condensed. I will tell you. See, suppose in a room, if you are too hot, you have no air conditioning and all that, you know what to do, no power and all. What you do is take a mud pot, close, filled up with water, and take a little cloth, cotton cloth, maybe little tiny holes or, like irregular size. Close this thing, the top, and then do like this. Very quickly you have to, very water, and then hang it somehow. Balance it so water, actually no water will fall down. Within a minute you touch the thing, it starts cooling. The entire room becomes cool. It will be amazing, You can see condensing water. Because the weight of the water, creates little room for the Akash. And that thing is attracting everything, including the water, air, there's some kind of circulation, water get condensed and you start cooling, It can be demonstrated. So like that, then by nature, Krishna has created that way. And actually, the Akash, for example, is this sound, right? The character of Akash is sound. Then the transformation of this Akash is what this air element is. And you get the sound and touch, two qualities. Air is nothing but transformation of the Akash with sanction of the Lord. Some other, maybe next time I'll show you the drawing. Jayavadharma talks about it very detailed. Then from air, transformation, vikara, with Lord's, connection there, turns into fire, Agni. So now it has a rupa, form, and also sound and touch and then form. These three. And the transformation of fire element is water. Water. Even scientifically you can say, oxygen, hydrogen gets burned. What do you get? Water vapor. So water manifests from the fire. So now the water has a taste, also sound, touch, form, and taste. And the water gets transformed into earth also. You got smell. You have the sound, touch, form, then taste, and then this smell. So these 5 qualities. So actually, Shastra says these things are already there in actually Akash. Akash is Param Gurudev is like not pure Akash. No. You take 50% Akash, 50% divide into 4 parts. 50 divided by 4 part is got 12.5%, right? 12.5% into 4 is 50. So each other elements are 25, 25. 12.5%, 12.5%, like that. So predominant, like that the Vedas talk about it. So that's why this is how they get created, and they have the power to fight. But we have to see the connection of the Lord. See, one thing I can tell you, this is a good point. If we try to exploit water, for example, without the touch of ether, it will be a problem. You get messy, This is what is happening, petrol and all. It's like a liquid, right? Trying to use, burn, this, what happens? Smoke, this and that. Because we forgot, it came transformation of the Akash, ether. Somehow you link it, then it will not be that, it will be very efficient. So, in other words, diversing. If you forget Akash, see, these 5 elements, Akash is the first element. Manifest, is the same as Lord himself manifested. So if you forget that, then it becomes miserable, So many side effects. This. Connect with him. This is, will be amazed. So this is same in the elements. So that's why in our thing, if you forget Krishna, boy, we are getting attacked. Miserable. Remember Krishna, so happy. So it is. Same way these elements. So our time is up. Wow, time is more than up. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavan Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Dandavat pranams to everybody.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranam, Guruji.
Hare Krishna,
Dandavat
Krishna
pranam,
Krishna,
Guruji.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Dandavat pranam to everybody.
Dandavat pranam, Guruji.
Dandavat pranam.
Huh?
Dandavat pranam, Gurudev.
Dandavat pranam to everybody.